After a season of gritty survival, tense standoffs, and emotional reckonings, The Walking Dead Dead City finale brought closure to some arcs, and cracked open new doors for the future of its central duo, Maggie Rhee and Negan Smith. Set in the decaying heart of Manhattan, the finale pushed both characters to the edge, asking whether redemption is possible, and whether forgiveness is even desirable. Negan's sacrifice, turning himself over throughout the season. Negan's presence in Maggie's life remained a constant contradiction. The man who murdered her husband, Glenn, is also the only one who could help her rescue her kidnapped son, Herschel. That tension came to a head when Negan made the ultimate move, offering himself to the Dama, the sadistic new power broker in the city, in exchange for Maggie's son's safety. By handing himself over to the Dama, Negan proved that his redemption arc wasn't just a manipulative survival tactic. He willingly gave up his freedom, stepping into the role of the city's new warlord, but not as a conqueror. He became a pawn, a prisoner, a tool. His expression during the handover, a mix of defiance and resignation, revealed that he knew exactly what he was doing. He wasn't trying to win Maggie's trust anymore. He was simply trying to do something good, even if it destroyed him. Maggie's decision, letting Negan go, in a moment, both empowering and haunting. Maggie accepted Negan's sacrifice. She could have tried to stop him. She didn't. In part, this was because her priority was her son, but there was more to it. The episode gave us a rare, vulnerable Maggie, admitting to herself that the hatred she carried for Negan was not just unsustainable, but dangerous to her own soul. Her vision of Glenn, whether imagined or symbolic, reminded her that vengeance and grief can't raise a child. Herschel needed a mother who could move forward, not a woman trapped in the past. By allowing Negan to walk into the lion's den, Maggie made a choice, not of mercy, but of release. She wasn't forgiving him. She was freeing herself. Herschel's bitterness toward Negan, of the finale's most impactful scenes, came when Herschel, now rescued, finally spoke his mind. His simmering resentment toward Negan wasn't a surprise, but the depth of it struck Maggie deeply. He accused her of making him live in Negan's shadow, of putting their family in constant danger by remaining emotionally tethered to the man who killed his father. This confrontation drove home the emotional weight of the series. While Maggie tried to protect her son, she hadn't realized how much pain her unresolved hatred was still causing him. This may be the catalyst for her long-term healing, and a reminder that trauma passed down becomes generational, unless addressed. Negan's new role, King of the Island. The finale ended with Negan trapped, not physically chained, but bound by his new role under the Dama's rule. She sees him not as a prisoner, but as a necessary evil to keep her chaotic city in check. Her twisted logic. Negan thrives in systems of brutality, so she uses him to tame the chaos through fear. But here's the irony. Negan doesn't want power anymore. He wants peace. His past, however, won't let him rest. Now he's once again in a position where his name will inspire terror. But this time, it's not ego driving him, it's obligation. Could Negan become a reluctant savior? Or will the city's darkness drag him back into the tyrant he once was? Thematic takeaway. Redemption isn't a straight-lined at city, ends not with a clean resolution but with a hard truth. Redemption is messy, and healing is painful. Negan has done unspeakable things. Maggie has suffered unbearable loss. But both characters are trying to claw their way toward something better, even if that means walking separate paths. Their final look, charged with grief, anger, and unspoken respect, said more than words could. Maggie may never forgive Negan, but in that moment, she acknowledged what he did for her son. And Negan, perhaps for the first time, wasn't looking for thanks. What's next? While AMC has not officially confirmed a second season, the finale clearly sets up more story. Negan's reign. How will he handle his new kingdom? Will he try to reform it from within, or fall back into old patterns? Maggie and Herschel. Their relationship is fractured. Can she repair the trust with her son now that Negan is out of the picture? The Dama's game. She is a terrifying new villain, calculated, ruthless, and obsessed with legacy. What are her long-term plans? Final thoughts. The Dead City finale wasn't about forgiveness, it was about choice. Negan chose self-sacrifice. Maggie chose to live without vengeance. And the Walking Dead universe proved, once again, that its best stories come not from the dead, but from the brutal, beautiful, and often heartbreaking choices of the living.